All right, so we're here with the Cybertruck and we have Eric. So Eric, what's your impression of the Cybertruck?
It's very big. It doesn't have many curves. It's very like flat-ish.
Right here, so I'll open it because my buttons are broken, but you can take a look at that. And if you notice, there is a compartment underneath. You can go ahead and open that too and see.
I'm guessing there's more room.
Yeah, there's a good amount of storage. And it's kind of cool because you can put like ice in here and put sodas and drinks, and then there's a drain, so you can actually drain it. So it's a decent amount of storage. And then if you open up over here, you can see there's a flap. And look at that, there's 110 and 220. What do you think about that? Is that useful for you? You think you don't care?
Definitely.
Okay.
Like, what if you're ever stranded, you know, and you need something, you need to charge something?
Yeah, and
it's
plus,
very useful.
You can use it as a work truck, right?
Yeah.
And you go to a site and you can have like your power tools, everything.
Of course.
Yeah, so the tonneau cover opens, and I can open it for you right now. So that's the tonneau cover. So what's the impression of the tonneau cover?
Feels like it, the wheels of a tank moving in a way. How do you get to see from the back if it's covered?
So that's a good question. So you can't see in the back. So if you lift this up, you'll see there's a little camera. Go ahead and lift it up. Yep. You can even close it all the way if you like. Just go ahead and close it. There's a soft close. You see, there's a camera. So you have to rely on the camera. So technology is a plus and minus, right?
Yeah.
So you have to rely on the camera. Otherwise, you can't see. You can leave it open like that, but you know, if you go ahead and close it, then you have more aerodynamic.
What if you leave your finger stuck? Will it automatically close?
You can leave your hand stuck right here. Oh! See?
Oh,
it's fine. Yep, it has a sensor. So it's all good. And it's pretty sturdy too. So for example, let me go ahead and open this up right here. So you're under 300 pounds, right?
Yes.
Would you like to go ahead and just step on it, just carefully?
Sure.
Yeah. Let me know how it feels. Go ahead and step on the tonneau cover.
This one?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead and step on it. How does that feel? Does it feel, don't jump on it though.
Yeah.
Does it feel sturdy?
No, it feels very flat.
Isn't it kind of cool that you can have a truck like that and like stand on it?
Yeah, I mean,
it's pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, I thought it was very fragile.
Yeah, I mean, this be the thumbnail, so you can pose for a thumbnail right now. Let's go. There you go, man. There you go. All right, so come on down. Yep, it's pretty sturdy. You can jump on it. It'd be good. Yeah, see, it's sturdy. Go ahead and close that for me if you don't mind. And it's a soft close, so when you push it, at the end, it kind of sucks itself up. So just push in. Yeah, you see how it locks itself in?
Oh, I see.
So you got the wheels here, and if you need to charge it, that's a charging port. So if you tap it, it opens up so you can see what it looks like. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's the charging port. You plug it in, you charge it. It's like an iPhone. You have an iPhone? Yeah. So you charge it at night, and in the morning, you're good to go. Take a look at the door. Let's see if you can figure out how to open it. Go ahead and open out the back door first. There you go. Go ahead and open it up.
Oh, so, wow, it looks very...
spacious, right?
Yeah, but also like the way that it's shaped in, it's very interesting.
Yeah, you can actually open the door 90 degrees, so push out even more. Yeah, see? So that way you can store things inside. And those seats, if you pull the little tab there, you can get access to more space.
This?
So yeah, pull that and then push the seat up. Exactly. And now, if you notice, it locks in place, right?
Yeah.
You can lock in. Go ahead and lock in. Yeah, so then you have a lot of space. You can put like furniture.
And you already have space on the back.
You have a ton of space.
Yeah, that's something I'm very noticing. They made very use of like the space and everything you can do with it.
Yeah, and then you have a screen back there, so like you can watch Netflix, Twitch, and other stuff. Control the settings and all that. Pretty solid, right?
Yeah.
All right, why don't you open that front door if you don't mind?
Sure.
Yep, hop on in. Take a look at it. Hop on in. Open the door all the way if you don't mind. There you go. Hop on in. And you can put the seat back a little bit if you're not comfortable. This one slides it back right here. Yeah, slide it back a little bit. Yeah. Now do me a favor. When you hit the brake, you're gonna turn it on. So go ahead and hit the brake. And now, if you want, go ahead and turn the steering wheel all the way to one side. And that's as far as it goes. Now turn it the other way, all the way. All the way.
Is that all?
That's, keep going, you got a little bit more. That's all. So you notice how that's the total range from left to right?
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy, right?
It doesn't feel too good. I mean, I like being able to like do the full spin.
You do? Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you.
Used to it.
This one allows you to maneuver in small areas really easy. That's the beauty of it.
I see.
And it has four-wheel steer, so I don't know if you noticed, but do that again and look at the back wheel as you're turning. Is that crazy or what?
Yeah, that's something I've never seen.
It's 4-wheel steer. So all 4 wheels steer to give you a tighter turn radius.
It's very big. I mean, it feels like I'm in a large vehicle, which I am, but it feels even larger from the inside.
Yeah. So the windshield wipers are here. You can push that and just push and hold it. How do you think about that? What do you think about that?
Isn't it like the biggest windshield in the world?
It is. Sure? Yeah, yeah. And if you push and hold it, it will spray. So you can take a look at how that works. Pretty crazy, right?
Yeah.
The spray is actually on the blade itself. So it's kind of like technology, right? You don't get that in any of the older cars.
Yeah, of course.
Yep. Oops, it's sprayed over here. Ah, it's all good. Wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe it. The cool thing about this is it's a truck. So I literally don't care when I get it dirty, and I can park anywhere and not be too afraid of people digging in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your race pretty much, are you still, is it still going up?
Yeah.
What? It's kind of slow today. All right, we'll let it go up just a little bit longer. But you are definitely taller now. So, and then you can also go ahead and open the front so you can see what that feels like. Yeah, click on the front and then go ahead and click open. There you go. And then now that's the front storage. So I think we raised up to the top height. So
you have more space too.
Yeah, you can come out and you can see how high you are. So just be careful. You're pretty tall up. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh well, from the outside, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you're pretty tall up now.
Oh well, now I notice it. Yeah, from the inside, you cannot really notice it.
Right.
But
and then you got some storage here. You can sit there and see how comfortable it is.
Is there even more storage?
No, unfortunately not. But you can sit there. There you go. This would be a good thumbnail. Give me a thumbs up or a piece. There you go. Sweet. How do you like it? How do you like it so far?
It's definitely a new experience, something I've never experienced. Very futuristic, that's for sure.
Cool.
Everything feels very spacious. Like everything you do is very technology.
Yep.
But I personally like more of like the old school.
Cool.
I've driven a Tacoma before.
Yeah.
And it's like very old and you need to have like more grip to always turn and everything. But it feels amazing too, so
you like to work for your drive, you feel...
In a way, yeah, it feels nice, like just driving and everything.
True.
Like I like futuristic things, but I also like simplicity things and like the old style cars too.
Right on.
But it definitely feels very futuristic, something I've never experienced ever.
Cool. Go ahead and push that to close it.
This?
Yeah. All right, so why don't you hop into a passenger seat and we'll give you a ride.
Okay.
And so you can see how it feels. Welcome in. So Eric, we're in the Cybertruck. Are you ready for this experience?
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. Here's the technology part. I got my profile saved. I can go back and I can restore my profile. It goes back to my setting, even though you're messing with it, right? And I can have multiple profiles for multiple people. And the music in the system, let's just say, it bumps. It bounces pretty good for a stock system, right?
It does, yeah.
All right, we can't play copyrighted music, so that's it for the music. So the way you drive is very easy. So you can go ahead and slide up like that to drive, or press that to park, or press that to go to reverse. If the screen is off, what do you do? If the screen breaks and you need to go home, what do you think you can do? Just tap right in the center. Not the emergency button, but anywhere between this part. Boom, and look at it.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so now you can go to drive, or you can go to reverse, or you can park. It's all the same thing, just in case you need to. All right? So it also automatically lowered the height for us. So if we go ahead and go to drive like this, we can go ahead and go for a ride. So let's go ahead and drive here. And we're in the lowest height right now. Make sure you buckle up.
Yep.
All right. So going over bumps.
How good is the suspension? Can you feel it? Oh wow,
it's a truck.
Yeah. It definitely feels so fast.
So this is the lowest one. So this is probably the roughest one. You can get higher suspension.
I see.
Yep.
What do you prefer?
I like this one. I like sports cars. So the funny thing is, I'm not a truck guy. I never liked a truck. I never wanted a truck. I didn't care for trucks my whole life. I love sports cars. That's all I drive. But when the Cybertruck came out, I decided, hey, I want something that's very different, very new, and at the same time, it's very fast, right? Because it goes 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds.
I see, yeah.
So that kind of scratches my itch for speed.
Yeah, it gives you, it's a truck, and it's also something that you've always enjoyed.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing. When I got my Model Y Performance, which was a little bit over a year ago, instantly I stopped caring for the NSX and the S2000. It's sad, but because I'm older, I'm married, and I need to go to the market, I need to go to Costco, I need to do shopping. It's practical, yet it's very fast. So it kind of does everything. I don't really need the NSX anymore. But guess what I was missing driving in the Model Y?
Space?
Nope, not space, but
Speed?
something special. It's not special, right? Because everywhere you go, you see a Tesla Model 3 or Model Y.
In the future, wouldn't you be able to see like multiple Cybertrucks though?
I would say yes, but not as much.
I see.
So it's going to be still more rare than Model X, Model S, Model 3, Model Y. For sure, Model 3 and Model Y. The Cybertruck's going to be more rare just because it's kind of impractical. It's a little bit big. It doesn't even fit my garage. Most people just don't want to deal with driving a bigger vehicle, and it costs more, right?
Yeah, of course.
So that's what makes it special. So having the NSX is kind of like, oh, it's special. It's something that not a lot of people have. And why do you think not a lot of people have the NSX?
Because it's not in production anymore.
That's one reason. But even when it was in production,
it was seen more. I mean, I don't know much about the NSX, but the little things I know about, it was seemed more of like a supercar.
Yeah.
But they were not even making supercars back then, or the company wasn't making supercars, and it was quite expensive too.
Expensive is a key, right?
Yeah.
Expensive, and also the convenience factor. It's a two-seater with not a lot of space.
Yeah.
So when you have cars that are expensive, inconvenient, there's less of it. And that's a good thing for someone that maybe you and I have similarity, is that we want something special. We don't want something that everyone has. And if it's like a Model Y, it's too convenient. Everyone has it. So we'll punch it a little bit right here. Not a lot because we're still in local street, but you can see. So we'll go to 0 right here. We'll punch it a little bit. Are you ready? Here we go. Woo!
So,
how does that feel?
I'll be completely honest with you. I felt like for the first time I've been in a roller coaster. Like the first time I was ever in a roller coaster, I got like that, like
the rush.
Yeah, that's what I feel right now. I've definitely never been in a fast car as this.
Okay, and that was not going from 0 to 60. That was going like from. We're gonna punch it a little bit here too, but not that much. See how you can kind of pick up from the corners like that? So the original one we were launching, we were going from maybe like 10 miles to 45-ish. So it wasn't that much, but you can still feel that rush, right?
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
That's something that electric cars can do, but internal combustion engines, like the typical gasoline cars, cannot. Do you know why?
Because it takes more time.
Yes, it takes more time. And why does it take more time for an internal combustion engine versus the EV?
It takes more time from the engine to the car, and then to get to the wheels, and then to get that power.
You're right in that regards. That it doesn't have a lot of gearing. It doesn't really have a gear, right? So it just the motor, it just runs, it moves. So you're right in that regards. But actually, there's another reason why. Where in internal combustion engine, you heard about VTEC, right?
Yeah.
So the most horsepower is kind of in that VTEC range, and the least horsepower is in the lower rev. So when you start a car and you try to speed up, you have to go through the lower rev.
Yeah, of course, and then
So that's where the weaker power is. You have to rev up your engine to get the max power. Whereas in the EV, instant. You have the power right away. So that's why EVs kind of cheat.
Well, I have a question for you here. So I'm not a huge fan of electric cars, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But what's your reason? Why do you like electric cars?
I just want the technology. I just like the future. I'm kind of old, and I want to try new things, and I want the luxury. So that's kind of why I'm into it, and I got hooked on it when I got the Model Y. It was just so convenient to wake up and never have to go to a gas station ever. Plus, you have performance, and it's like an iPad in the car. So it's technology. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of electric cars. I'll tell you that. I like more of like the old cars. Something I'm getting into cars. I love cars. I just don't know much about how other people know about cars, right? I'm still learning. But something that like really gets me going when it comes to cars is hearing the engine hearing it like rev, hearing it accelerate, hearing how a cold start is, just hearing that pure engine. It's like something that I really enjoy. It's a sound that I don't like get much excited from other things. So it's like one of the main reasons why I like it. And also it's more like simple, and I'm more of like a simple person. So that's just my reason. I like electric cars. They're very quick. I want to say that they're quick, but not like as fast as gas cars are, because they can be like quick to accelerate and get to a point, right? But they like so what I'm trying to say is like, let's say we're comparing a gas car to an electric car in a race, right? When it comes to long distance, a gas car is most likely going to win, because over time the speed is going to increase. But an electric car is going to be quick to accelerate and get to a point, but then it's going to hit its max limit before the gas car does. So I find electric cars pretty cool. They're very quick, but they're not fast. And I'm still getting into cars, like I said, and you know, everyone has their own opinions, but I just really love the sound of a gas car and how it sounds, how it goes, you know, and just the simplicity. Like for example, when I saw the Cybertruck,
we're gonna punch it, by the way.
Okay, it was pretty cool, but I didn't really like the fact that.
Oh shoot!
Well, not anymore.
Yep, there we go. a little fun right there.
Yeah. Well, something that I've noticed from the Cybertruck is the steering wheel. I don't really like that much. Just because, like I said, I like.
How's the cornering feel right here?
It felt a bit tight.
Okay.
But it felt smooth in a way.
Okay.
But I like how I can move the whole wheel, like the steering wheel.
Yep. So you don't like the steer by wire?
No.
Okay. And why? Oh, you like to work for it. You want to rotate.
I like to be able to rotate it. And it just feels nice in a way.
Okay. You probably watched MKBHD's video on fast versus quick, right?
No.
No? I'm surprised, because you explained it really well, that EVs are quick, but they're not fast.
Yeah. I mean, it's very... Like I said, I'm not like... I love cars. I just don't know much about cars. And I'm still getting into cars. But I know some of the basics of cars and like the engine combustion and everything, because I also want to be a mechanic. That's why I was asking about Tony.
Oh, yeah. I can get you hooked up with some mechanics. Now, obviously, I have cars.
Yeah, I've always wanted to like get experience, but they're always like, oh, we don't teach no experienced people or something like that. Or then it's just too far away, and then I don't have something to travel with right now. But I've always I want to be a I want to get an engineering degree.
Oh, cool! I'm an engineer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I have a master's degree from UCLA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, nice. I love mechanical engineering.
Yeah, that's the plan that I want to do.
Nice. That's very nice.
It's just like I don't have a car yet, but it really gets me going. Like, just thinking of being able to work on cars. It's something that really gets me going, or it just gets me excited.
Right on.
How does the Cybertruck feels? Because I know it's very big, but you driving it, how does it feel?
It doesn't feel big when you're driving it, and I'll tell you, it's the steer by wire that makes it very nimble and easy to drive.
Wouldn't that be easier to hit somebody though?
If you
don't know how, because if you don't feel. Because, like, for example, right now, it feels like we still have a lot of space.
We do.
But, wait, we do?
Yeah, if you point right here, you can see we have a ton. You can go up more, but you don't want to be too close to the car in front of you. Yep. It's a bigger vehicle, so if you don't drive a bigger vehicle, you will have a little bit of a hard time adjusting to your spatial positioning. But the steer by wire helps me because, like in small parking lots, I can actually go in and out easier. If you have a big truck, normally it's very difficult. The steer by wire plus the four-wheel steer allows me to go in and out, and get around much easier. So that's why I like it. Personally, I would not like to drive this big vehicle if it didn't have that, because it's too much of a hassle, and I don't have kids. I have myself and my wife, so we don't really need all the space.
Yeah, I see. Well, I mean, that totally makes sense.
Can we make this light? Oh, what's that on the ground?
It's green.
It's like tires.
Oh.
Tire debris. Look at the attention we get.
Yeah. It's
Pretty
always
crazy, right?
It's always like definitely like the start of the show.
Yeah.
Something they've never seen.
For now, right? When do you think that people will get used to seeing the Cybertruck?
1 to 2 years, I want to say. For example, like I'm comparing Tesla, right?
Mhm.
When Tesla first came out, you were like, "Oh my God, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that brand of the car?" And I was like, everywhere that it's like, honestly, it's a bit repetitive seeing too many Teslas around.
Yes.
So, I mean, the Cybertruck is like expensive, but so was the Tesla, right?
Mm-hmm. It
So-
was. It was over 100 grand, the Model S.
Yeah, so I doubt it's really going to take too long for you to be able to see it more. But although I'm not really sure, because the Cybertruck at the end of the day is a truck. So, and not many people need trucks. They mostly need like family cars, right?
Yes.
Which I mean can also be used as one, I guess, for the space, but it's not as convenient.
You're right. Well, I'm curious because I had to find out the hard way. I made a viral video where people called me out like, this guy obviously never owned a truck before.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what do you think, or you probably already know, so how is it not as convenient as like an SUV or a regular car for day to day?
Okay, so a lot of things, right? First of all, if you're gonna own a truck, I mean, yeah, I'm leaving aside that you like trucks.
Yeah.
You need to, it's mainly used because, like, for example, you're working in construction, right? Or you need to carry things, you need to be putting a lot of heavy things. That's why owning like a brand new truck is not always as convenient because, for example, if you're working on construction, you're putting like wood up,
Right.
so then it's scratching the top and then everything, right? So day to day, it's nice, but it feels more of like a work vehicle than your normal, let's go for a ride car, which it can definitely be. Like, for example, I don't know if you know the truck Lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's
Ford
like,
Lightning.
yeah, that, for example, that's like a
50.
sport car, right?
Yeah.
It's very
Sorry about
fast.
that.
No, it's okay. I'm definitely getting used to it. It feels better.
Normally I don't drive like that. I just want to show off.
Yeah,
to you.
of course. No, yeah. It feels great too.
Yeah.
Like, it just, I also love speed.
Yeah. Who doesn't, right? It's
Yeah.
like, boom, instant.
Yeah.
It can get you in trouble, so you have to be very careful.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how is the braking system too?
The braking on the Cybertruck is okay. I feel like it needs better braking, but one advantage of EV is that when you let off the gas, it automatically slows down already without braking.
Oh, I
That's
see.
called engine regenerative braking.
Oh, I see.
So it uses the actual motors to kind of, when you slow down, basically that's using that energy to recharge the battery. So it
Oh.
slows down because it's converting that velocity into power.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
So it helps with slowing down, but
But it
it's
could be
still,
better, yeah.
Yeah, it's still not like like it's not Brembo brakes.
yeah,
you know?
and I mean, mainly like I want to say for trucks, they should have very good braking systems
Yes.
because at the end of the day, trucks are meant to be like used for heavy things, heavy lifting in a way.
Yeah, this truck weighs a ton. Well, not literally, but do you know how much this thing weighs?
No, I do not.
6,800 and something pounds.
Damn.
So almost 7,000 pounds. It's heavy. So because of that, I feel like the acceleration, although it's 0 to 60 is in 2.6, when you get a ride in my Model Y, which we'll do later, I'm curious, will you feel it's faster or not? Because that one is 3.5, 0 to 60.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I feel it's faster.
I see.
Yeah.
It feels, but it's not.
You'll know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, I mean, trucks are not mainly used for daily because it's more comfortable using in other car for daily do your normal things, right? But a truck is extremely useful. Like, I mean, if you're planning to move, you need a truck, right? So
Yeah.
a truck is always useful. No matter if you even do construction, if you do something like that, it's always good for space at the end of the day.
Yes. And I would say the most inconvenient thing for me when I was driving a truck for the first time was the fact that when I went Costco, and we all know Costco in California does not provide shopping bags. So I was wondering where to put all my Costco groceries.
Oh.
So
I see.
in a truck bed, it's dirty.
Yeah.
And plus you have to push it all the way in.
Yeah.
And then in the back seats, you don't want to put it on the seat because it might get your seat dirty.
Yeah.
Then you can lift up the seat, but then on the bottom of the seat is the floor.
Yeah.
So that will get dirty. So then the only place that's not dirty is really the front.
Oh,
right? But if you have shopping bags, then it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Whereas when you're in a sedan or a Model Y, then you have the trunk, which you keep relatively clean because it's not a work truck.
Exactly.
Right? So that was my biggest realization when I got the truck. I'm like, wait a minute, it can't do everything my Model Y can. Because I thought, oh, I'm spending twice as much as my Model Y. It should be all that plus
How
the
much
kitchen
was the
sink.
Cybertruck?
So this one is 120,000, and then with taxes and everything, it's 136,000.
Oh wow.
This is the top of the line, fully loaded Cyber Beast, the tri-motor one, 845 horsepower.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty crazy, right? Yep. So that's the experience. Anything else you want to ask before we head out?
No, it was definitely like a very futuristic car, very spacious.
Okay,
and
so
quick.
okay, cool. So let's just have a rating system. If you were rate this compared to, let's have a standard. What is the standard car that you're familiar with? Yeah.
I mean,
Well, we need a standard. What's your standard that you want to compare it to? Like, what car are you used to?
I'm used to driving, or just that I like.
That you're used to being in, and you know how the
Okay,
spacious,
so when it comes
the
to
speed,
Tacoma,
Yeah.
I'll just compare it to
Okay,
Tacoma.
there we go. We're gonna compare
that's
this
one
to
that
Tacoma.
I really
Okay.
drive. So I ride. It's not my Tacoma, but it's a friend's Tacoma.
Okay.
It's definitely like, in a way, everything is better, but for my liking, it's not as enjoyable in a way.
That's fair.
It's quick, which I like, but I like hearing the engine when I'm accelerating, right?
Yep.
I like being able to do the full spin. So, like, comparing it to Tacoma, this is my liking. This is like not.
Yeah, of course, it's your opinion.
Yeah,
no, we love this. We love
this is my
your
own
opinion.
liking.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay, in terms of speed or just overall?
Like, being quick, it's
Yeah.
definitely way faster than the
Okay, that's a
Tacoma,
10.
right? Yeah, that's a 10. Yeah.
Okay.
But instead of aesthetics, I don't really like
Okay.
how it looks being like not having any curves.
Okay.
Like every car, when it has curves, it looks pretty nice.
Okay.
But being flat, I don't know, it just seems a bit weird. But I guess it's unique in its own way, right?
Right.
So I guess in aesthetic, I want to say like a 6 out of 10.
Okay.
But overall, like, yeah, a 7.5 out of 10. It's definitely very quick, yeah.
All right, cool. Well, 7.5 out of 10, the Cybertruck. Thanks, Eric, for your feedback, and thanks for riding along.
Thank you so much for inviting me and for like
For sure, man.
for just like giving me the opportunity. I don't even know when I would have gotten another opportunity to be in a Cybertruck. So
No
I really
worries,
appreciate
man.
it.
Yeah, so let's hop into the next car. So I think we're gonna go from Cybertruck to S2000.
Okay.
So we're gonna go old school, but like not supercar
Okay.
old school, just S2000.
Okay.
All right, let's go.